Okay, so as usual with our movement exploration, we are going to inform our movement with our thoughts and emotions and associations with our environment, and which will include whatever music comes on, which is all royalty-free, copyright-free music, which is why some of it sounds like elevator music. Some of it is not the best, but it will be interesting for our exercise. So basically, when the next song comes on, we're gonna start. And remember, it doesn't have to be dance. It doesn't have to be fast or slow. It could be whatever it is. So just remember, it's just movement. So it doesn't have to be anything that it doesn't have to be. You know what's interesting? I told myself that, somebody had walked in here and they were just getting some water, and I kind of waited a little bit, and then I was like, what am I afraid of? Afraid of being embarrassed. And I said, I need to just do it. And so I let them know. I was like, oh, I'm going to start recording, but right now you're not in the shot. And then when the song started and I heard it, I was like, I do feel embarrassed because of how I probably would have moved to it. And this is a practice, this is an exercise. I'm not typically embarrassed, but the only way to do that is to commit. Okay, so I was not committed. I let myself be embarrassed, so I was not committed. And so they started walking by and they were in the camera, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna stop and restart. And this is good practice for anyone. As much as I like to say that I don't get embarrassed, you can still be embarrassed if your mind is not committed and focused. So if I had committed to doing it, not care and just go for it, I would have been able to do it. And so again, this is an exploration and an exercise for me and for anyone else. This can happen to you too. So in the future, let's remember when we do it to commit, or at least work up to it if you're not at first. That's part of the exploration and exercise, is to get there, to be aware of your surroundings. And of course, as always, I forgot to mention, to warm up, do what you need to do, prepare to not hurt yourself or others. So be aware of your surroundings and your environment, be super, super open. But when you go to move, commit to it. And if you don't, that's fine. That's part of what your mind is thinking and your emotion, and you're working through it through movement. And so for me, it was to stand still and not do anything. I probably should just kept the music going on, because technically that's how I was feeling during the music, and so that was my movement. But I short-circuited and I shut it off. But let's not beat ourselves up. Let's try that again, regardless of who is around. Unless, of course, we want to care for others, okay? We're affecting the world around us. So if there's other people that we're affecting, we do need to keep that in mind. We don't want to blindly just do whatever, irregardless, okay? So want to be thoughtful and with thought and care. All right, let's do it. Sorry, a lot of talk. So let's try this song again, whatever it was. Sounds like Barbie. Let's do some more. Should that be it? I guess. Well, that was a long one. We did like 5. That's committing. That's committing. Or at least I got to it. Always a little voice in the back of my head. Somebody watching me outside those windows. That was good. Just want to remind everybody to love. Ooh, I'm so cheesy. But really? Come on. Take a deep breath. Think before you speak, before you act. Step away if you think you're gonna make it worse. Otherwise, step in if you're approaching with love. Act with love. Move with love. And move every day. No matter what happens, we move forward, up and onward. All right, keep moving.